Good evening, folks. We're going to have a look at these equity markets. As I say, I posted earlier on. This is the German DAX. It's just about 10 minutes before the US market closes here. It's Tuesday evening, 19th of May. Here in the UK, it's just coming up to 10 minutes to 9, 10 minutes before the US markets close. And if you recall, we were looking for a potential 135 pattern to come in, lower tops. We completed this ABCD to the downside, but you can see we're coming back and we're looking to see if we could get this previous resistance, broke through it, back above it. We thought this might act as resistance once again, but you can see it broke straight through it. We're looking for a high to come in on these time cycles here, the time between the high to the high to the high. But you see now what it's done, even though it's broken through, what we've done is actually hit the high in perfect time symmetry with the previous two highs, and it's also, because we made a lower high over here, it's formed a head and shoulders with time symmetry as well. So even though we've got an expanding move here, we've got the time symmetry coming in. So we need to keep an eye on this, folks, because I'm still bearish overall, simply because if you look back, this is the drop that we had from February, and I think this is purely an ABCD swing to the upside. If you look at what we actually did, if you take the low down here to the high, all we've done is an ABCD. It's not quite completed the ABC. In fact, it might have done if I've drawn it in the right place, wouldn't it? Excuse me for that, it's just not quite clicked on the right. Yeah, no, it's not drawn it quite right. It's a bit sensitive. So if we I'll try it again. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to come to a daily chart and do it on a daily. We'll have a better look at it. There you can see it on the daily. That's drawn in. Even that's not in right, is it? It is. Yeah, that's okay. And you can see there's a 786 and 618. It hit the 786 spot on, and there was just a feeling we might creep up one more time to this 618, but it's not done it as yet. And now we're making this lower high in here. So it's, you've got to keep an eye on this. And then your time cycles again, absolutely spot on to the day. So this should be, in my view, this could be a major top, and we're starting another leg to the downside now. Whether I'm right or wrong, who knows? All I'm doing is looking at time cycles and patterns, folks. I don't watch fundamentals, don't watch the news. So that's what I'm seeing in the DAX, and you can see now as we're heading into the close, it's looking for all money in line. At least, even if it's bullish, we're going to see this ABCD to the downside. So you're looking at the swing down to 10.825. So you look at a 150 point drop from here. If you take this low out, folks, you're looking at 825 as a minimum. Okay, that's on the DAX. Now if we look at the Dow, if it'll load it, I had trouble loading it. I recorded a video earlier on and the damn thing wouldn't load, so it's loading okay now. This is the Dow, and you can see again it's a similar picture. We've sort of made this ABC as a downside, and you can see now we've sort of got into range. And we've hit the top of the range, and again, there's a high probability we're going to get down into the support zones again. And you can see it's coming down, it's falling off quite sharply now into the close. So, you've high odds of a good short down, into these lows over here at least. So you're looking at a move down to 23,400. So you look, it can be seen easily an 800 point swing to the downside. If it goes into range, folks, this is a decent range you're talking about here on the Dow. You're 25,000 near enough as a top, 24.9, and the bottom of the range is down here, sort of call it 23,000, give or take. You're looking at nearly 2,000 point range here. This is good range. If it stays in range, there's some profitable setups to be had, so keep a close eye on that. S&P's is a similar picture. If I can drag that one up. look at the 4-hour chart, and you can see again perfect ABCD to the upside, perfect ABCD to the downside. Now we've rallied, all we've done is get to the top of the range, hit the top of the range, and now she's backing off again. So this looks like we're going into a bit of range. Whether it's range before we break out to the upside, or whether it's this ABCD and we come into the downside, is your ABCD off the low we made in sort of late March. There with AB swing, CD swing. It's extended to 1.189, absolutely on the money. There's your 1.189, that green dotted line there. It's hit it absolutely spot on, hasn't it? Absolutely spot on. And now it's starting down. So what we could be looking at here is the BC swing of a much bigger ABCD correction to the downside. So that's what you're going to have to wait and look and see if that's what's going to happen. So okay folks, that's what I'm seeing in the equity markets tonight. We're just about 5 minutes from the US market close, so take care, keep those stops tight, trade safely, and speak to you again soon. Bye for now.